Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are finally back at working on the Grand National. As you read in the description, we're going to be talking about transmission cooler. So, I had this transmission cooler from another project, and I ended up selling the project. The project actually was an investment anyway, so I flipped it. Long story short, made money. But I had bought this in turn to put on this car if I kept it that long. So, we're going to talk about my double row transmission cooler that I got from Speedmaster. So, let's get this turned around. It's super nice, and show you guys what we're working with and where we're going to install this thing, and we'll go from there. Alright, here we go, guys. Fluid cooler with fan. Transmission cooler is all it is. But hey, you can run any kind of fluid through it. Oil cooler, anything. But it's super nice for the money I paid for it. You can't beat it. I've seen, was it Durrell that makes the fans? They make one. This looks just as good quality as theirs. So we're going to get this box open. And there we go. This thing is pretty nice. We're going to get it up on the workbench. And as you can see right here, we got an RC project going on. Yes, I do RC. I'm heavy into RC. So we may do a video on my RC cars, some of my builds. I do RC drag, 132-foot RC drags. And we own, between me and my son, we own 4 cars. That's for drag. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's actually 4 cars that we own for drag. And we have 2 bashers, or what we call play-around cars, what you call bashing in the RC world. But enough of that. This is a new build that I got going on, but we're going to move that out of the way. So, let's get this up here. Alright. This thing is pretty nice. It comes pre-assembled like this. I didn't do anything to it. It comes out the box already together. It seems a little flimsy, but it's not. It looks like it is, but it's not. So that's a good thing. It does have rubber isolators on it, so it allows it to move and flex. It comes with the fan on it. It looks like about like a little 10-inch fan, I believe. Super nice, guys. But this is what I like about this. Look at this cooler here. So you got your end here that goes through one cooler. And typically a lot of cars you put aftermarket coolers and you only got one of these things. But they tie it in and run it through a double cooler, which I love this setup. It should cool very well. Where I'm going to install it, which I'm about to show you guys in a second. I really shouldn't even need this fan, but the fan is going to be up there in case we want to cut it on. So we're going to trigger that from a toggle switch that we're going to hide in the car for maybe sitting in traffic. But moving down the highway where I'm going to mount this thing is going to get adequate amount of air, a whole lot of air. So as you can see, guys, I'll show you the quality of it. It's really good. I want to say I paid about $56 or $60 for this entire setup, guys. Yes, you heard me. I think it was like 60 bucks. And what's cool about this is, like I said, it comes with the fan already. But it comes with a bulk of hose, as you can see. So that comes in the box too. You get your 3/8 hose. I forgot how long it is. And you get a bunch of fittings, which I'm not going to be using any of this, guys. So, bear with me. It comes with a switch, which I did not know. And this switch must ground at a certain temperature. There's no paperwork, so that sucks. But this switch can screw into the side of the transmission, maybe, or fluid. I'm not gonna really worry about it, but I think that can screw in and must trigger at a certain temp. I don't see any writing on it, but that's still cool. Not gonna use any of that. May check out the switch. I'm gonna be running braided line, so I've already started. I just put one fitting on, guys, but I'm gonna run from the transmission. I've already got my AN fittings on the side transmission. If you can see them there, I don't know if you can really see them. I'll zoom in for you, but they're in there. I am running a 200R4. This is a pretty fresh transmission. I don't even think it has 10,000 miles on it. So it's a Jasper transmission, so it should hold up for what I'm gonna do with it right now. I do have the original Grand National transmission, but I'm unknown of how it works. This transmission, I drove the car before I took it out, so I know this works great. We're gonna start off with this. Um, as you can see, I painted underneath the hood, and it's gotten a little dirty already, but painted underneath the hood, we clear coated, standard black. We also got our fuel lines ran, so we got -10 for our feed, -8 for our return. So that's all plumbed. We just have to get the motor in and then run it up to the intake. Everything's looking pretty good. My starter wires and everything right there are red. They need to get wire loom, no big deal. They'll do that when they get it in. And I got to make sure once I get the motor in that my TV cable is going to be long enough. I'm not sure if it's going to be long enough for now, guys. But once I get the motor in, then I will know if it'll reach. If not, we're going to have to change that. Hopefully it's not too much of a pain in the car. But we'll get that done. And let me show you guys where I'm going to be mounting this transmission cooler. So, we're going to grab it here. And we're going to lay down here on my nice movers blanket, which are perfect for laying on the ground. You can get them from like Harbor Freight for like freaking $8, and they're huge. So they're great and they're padded. But as you guys are familiar with the Grand National, you have front air dams. Now, my first option was I was going to buy the one-piece air dam because I wanted to look, and it was a little bit lower, the one from G-Body Parts. But because I'm going to be mounting, and that's $279, by the way, guys. A lot of money to spend for a look. It does help keep air getting from underneath the car, but now, being that I'm going to put this cooler here, and when I mean here, you'll see, so the split in the bumper, I'm going to mount it right here. And that's why I say, guys, it is going to get adequate amount of air. I have seen tons of guys in pictures been trying to figure out what these brackets were underneath their bumpers, and that's what it is. It's their transmission cooler. So we are going to, I lost focus there, but you guys get the picture. That is where it's going to go. There we go, come back. So right here in the split of the two air dams, and air will get channeled into it and cool it off, just like it did for the intercooler that came factory on these cars. So we're gonna get it bolted up underneath there, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so we got it installed. Looks pretty good sitting there. I kind of like the look, especially from the front of the car. Like I said, sitting in between the air dams. So I think it looks pretty good. Nice bracket, aluminum bracket. When we get the car painted or whatnot, we'll probably take these bumpers off. So we'll probably end up pulling that off, or just pulling the front bolts out to get the bumper off, and probably just support it with something or let it hang. It's really not gonna hurt anything till he gets it painted. Yep, looks like this underneath. Got your double row. So this is gonna be pretty cool because air is gonna be able to go through these holes and go in between the two coolers. So one's in, one's out. So this thing should run super cool, guys. Like I said, it's got a fan on it too. So probably won't even need the fan, but we're gonna have it hooked up just in case. Maybe hide a toggle switch in the center console, something like that. We're gonna be running the AN fittings from here. I think we're gonna go through right that hole there and run it through the frame, and then that way it gets it out of the way of anything. I think, yeah, right there, guys, that hole. I think it's wide enough to run both of them through there, and we should be good. So this is the back side of it. Has the same two holes so the air can pass through, so no kind of restriction. And I saved $279 on buying that front air dam, one-piece air dam, that I did want, and we may still put it on. It does, I mean, you know, but I like this look, so. And I've seen a lot of guys with pictures, and that's where they're putting these coolers on these cars, especially when they're running a front mount intercooler, as I am, as you can see right there. So, just a little short video, guys, of, you know, I really haven't been messing with the car. We've been really doing the RC thing really kind of hard. So hey man, we may do a video on the RC stuff, and straight away, just a few videos from the Grand National, maybe put some Grand National content in between, but we may give you some of the RC stuff, because the RC stuff is pretty cool. So, next video, we're going to be showing you how to actually make these AN fittings, the way I do it. I mean, I don't know if it's right or wrong, but I've never had them leak, and I've done tons of cars. So I'll show you how to put these together. They're super easy, and get rid of hose clamps. Peace out, guys. See you later, Jordy Gang.